Hello there everyone, my name is Squalo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now in this video I want to talk to you about some very important news that just came out and that I really think that a lot of people are gonna regret a lot of things down the road. So, and it's got a lot to do with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So if you're interested in finding out what, and if you don't want to be one of those people who's gonna regret things, then watch this video till the end. And we're gonna also take a look at some TA. I'm gonna show you my trade. I'm gonna explain what kind of trades I've taken yesterday. So I did some trading yesterday. It was quite complicated, and well, I posted everything in my Telegram channel, and join it if you're not part of my Telegram channel yet. There is a free link in the description of this video, and we're gonna also talk about some price targets and what I'm personally currently seeing here in the price. So if you're into all of this stuff and you really want to learn how to trade properly, then well, and you're brand new to this YouTube channel, then please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I make a new upload. And remember that if we get to 1500 likes on this video, it's going to be very much appreciated by Tom Squalo, and it's going to motivate me to create this content for you guys and girls, for my YouTube family, every single day. And yesterday I did a video on a big giveaway, $7,000 giveaway that we're currently doing. Here is gonna be, I'm gonna link it up here. Check it out. You really wanna watch that video. Really, there is a lot of stuff we're giving away. It's pretty huge and it's super useful, so go ahead and check it out. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into it, and tell me right now down in the comments, how are you guys feeling? How has been your trading year so far? Because I read all the comments. I'm always interested in your opinion. If it's not like, you know, Karen-like opinion, which is just irrelevant, just always some nice comments down below would be very much appreciated, and I'm interested in knowing how you guys are doing. Okay, so let's move on to some interesting news. I think we should start with this one before we move on to this huge one, and that's why we have this thumbnail today, that people are gonna regret things, and they are gonna regret things. So we'll get to it. First things first, people are really, you know, contemplating and really thinking about, you know, what does this mean, you know, when we're seeing the biggest Bitcoin maximalist, Michael Saylor, stepping down as the MicroStrategy CEO, and people are saying that, you know, they're bored, they're kicking him out because he's lost some money on Bitcoin and he's a Bitcoin maximalist, he's an idiot, clown, as, you know, like Vitalik Buterin, the CEO, the founder of Ethereum, has said. So, and there is a lot of, you know, turmoil going around and a lot of rumors, but I want to really, you know, stop it right here. And just, if you're going to go through this, if you're going to study this topic, then you will find out that the guy who's going to be replacing him as CEO is Lee. He is currently the president, and he will continue his duties as both the president and the CEO in handling day-to-day execution of the company's corporate strategies. Now, and, you know, a lot of people stop reading here. So how about you read till the end, which says, while Saylor will focus on Bitcoin acquisition strategy and related Bitcoin advocacy initiatives as his role as executive chairman. So he's not going to be a CEO, he's going to be an executive chairman. And it's actually a good thing, in my view, that he's stepping down as the CEO and going as executive chair, and is going to focus more on Bitcoin and, you know, this their whole MicroStrategies strategy when it comes to their Bitcoin accumulation, and him being a maximalist. So really the point here is that I wouldn't really worry about something like this. I really doubt that his board is just kicking him out. Let me know down in the comments if you think I'm wrong. Now, and this is the biggest thing that I really wanted to mention in this video before we move on to all the technical targets and technical analysis. And before we talk about this is, if you guys want to be trading actively yourself, longing, shorting Bitcoin, remember that down in the comments, down in the pinned comment or in the description of this video, there you can find up to $12,100 in initial deposit bonuses, $8,000 with BitGet, and $4,100 with Bybit. All the rules and stuff, all the instructions are there once you click those links. The majority, and this is big, I mean, it pisses me off, to be honest, but that's what we are seeing, and this is what we are seeing every single time when the market goes down, when the market crashes. So the majority of U.S. adults with income of $50,000 or less sold crypto holdings during market collapse, the new study has reported. So let's just take a look at this chart right here, and here you will see people by their income. So $50,000 or less, 50 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 or more. And here we're going to see that those who have less money, less income, have predominantly sold crypto. So 39% have said that they sold all of it or a lot of it. 26% sold that they've sold some or a small amount, and only 35% said that they haven't sold anything at all. While, for example, with those who are making more money, like $150,000 a year or more, 70% said that they haven't sold any of it. So they're not really, they don't care. They're just believing in it long term. And quite frankly, I believe that these people who have sold right now in this market dip, well, let's go to the weekly chart. I know it looks painful, but the thing is that when the majority is starting to sell, this is usually the bottom. It's just ironic how it is. And then a lot of the people who are even in the comments under my videos are screaming that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, who really don't understand the mechanics of crypto in general and the blockchain and what kind of revolution it brings to the world, and that it's here to stay. Even when we look at the political aspect, that the governments will not be able to afford to ban it, but it's a topic for a separate discussion. Let me know down in the comments if I should cover the reasons why I think Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general are here to stay, even from a government perspective, because they will need it. But it's okay, we can talk about this in a separate video. So usually when the predominant majority of weak hands get shaken out, this is usually the time when the accumulation starts. So that's why I said so many times before that my best case scenario here is some kind of a side move-ish activity in a immediate I would say medium term perspective, and I would not expect any kind of a drop down to 10k unless we're gonna see some cascading liquidation, some new black swan event, some terrible things like escalation of the war, maybe a war between China and Taiwan, or right now which is happening, which is quite a bit weird, and some tensions are rising, and then we have these conflicts between US, Russia and China, and it's a bit tough. So many black swan events can come out of it for sure, but I would not be expecting anything major unless these things happen. So for right now, for us, this is a great accumulation place, in my personal opinion, just historically, and this is where people are not this one, and this is where people are selling. So it just sucks. It just is one of those moments when it's going to be in 2 years from today, mark my words, it's going to be I told you so moment. But okay, all right, let's move on to the technical analysis. Let's quickly take a look at it. Let's go to the daily chart, and we're still fighting here. I mean, Jesus Christ. So let's go to 1 hour, and we're gonna find some interesting patterns. So we had this flag formation going downwards, and I told you guys that if we're gonna break above, then I'm gonna at least close my short trade that I've had open over on Bybit. And as soon as we broke it here, I mean we tested it here, then I was like, whew, okay. But then as we broke it, I saw that we were just attempting to break it again. I closed my short trade. I told you guys in the Telegram channel, and then, well, I broke the profit streak, so to speak, because we've taken this short trade all the way down to here, and it was a really nice profit. So congratulations, and thank you for calling Mr. Spot On down in the comments. But in this instance, I was like, okay, we're having such a powerful candle, even though the volume is still quite low. I mean, there is no volume. I mean, just look at this rubbish. There is just no volume, so it sucks. But I was like, fine. We had so many winning trades in a row, so what if we're gonna retest 24k again? So I've taken a long trade from here, and then it was just, as I saw it wasn't going anywhere, and I grew impatient, and as soon as it started moving down, I flipped it back to short. So I flipped it back to short, and now we're coming in again for a retest right here, and we are retesting. So basically we had this resistance, which is coming from the daily chart, this resistance right here, which is still incredibly relevant for us. In the 4-hour chart, it looks very obvious, and here in the 1-hour chart, we're gonna find ourselves in this kind of a broadening wedge. And broadening wedges, they're quite dangerous because they're a bit difficult to really predict. So right now, this is actually an interesting also shorting opportunity, and we had this confirmation, so it's just a readjustment of a key market level, so to speak, and this one is a horizontal one. So in this instance, it's like a huge resistance in this area. So if we're gonna break above finally, and this is where, by the way, my stop loss is. So, and if we're gonna break above, then our next target will be probably again retest of $24,000. But again, I'm still a bit careful and reluctant to take any long trades. I've taken a long trade here, and thank you, I'm done with it for the time being. So right now I still have a trade open here over on Bit, but it's pretty much a break-even trade, so literally like a zero trade, because it's an 8 Bitcoin trade, so it's like a $200,000 trade, but still in small profit. But right now we're consolidating and the price is trying to find a direction. And since, you know, in big rejections, in quick rejections, we're seeing impulses almost immediately, just like this impulse as well, going downward, and also here. But right now we are still, you know, consolidating for a more prolonged time than we usually are, at least in this setup right here. So it's something is telling me that we probably are gonna make another attempt to go upward. So for this reason, I've placed my stop loss, so I'm gonna be out of this trade at about 23,500. So this is where my stop loss is for this trade. And again, my take profit, again, if we're gonna break down, and this is gonna be a great shorting opportunity into this kind of a formation and also into the major trend, so then the target is gonna stay just like it was before at about $21,500, which is very possible in this scenario still, because the price is still very, very weak. So I'm gonna link a link to my full course, full crypto free course for beginners that you can check out. It's very useful. It's going to save you a lot of time as well as pain and as well as lost money. So check it out, watch it right now, spend the time and learn all the proper methods of trading. As for me, I'm going to keep watching this situation here, and if it's going to stop me out here with a small loss, so be it, and I'm going to keep you guys updated. And as always, like the video, subscribe, and stay smart, stay rich, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.